Welcome back. I'm doing the Falsy Bouncer algorithm challenge on freeCodeCamp, and for this one we just want to remove all the falsy values from the array that we're passing in. And just to recap, falsy values are false, null, zero, an empty string, undefined, and not a number. If you don't know what sort of null, undefined, or not a number are, definitely recommend to check those out on MDM or sort of some other docs. But yeah, obviously truthy value is essentially everything but that. So for example, a number that's not zero, a string would be truthy, and obviously these two are then falsy, and then 9 is truthy as well. So essentially we'd want to return here an array that has 7, is it the string 8, or 8, and then 9 is what we'd be returning. So I'm just going to console.log wrapper around this all. Like so, and then we can get started. So for this one I've actually come up with two solutions. So I'll show you sort of the classic for loop way, I guess, to begin with, and we're using the sort of converting each value into a boolean as the hint here, but I do have another method which is actually a nice one-liner, so I'll show you that at the end if you want to stick around and have a look at that. Yeah, really think it's quite neat. But let's just go through here and we'll just let sort of a truthy array equals 0, well, an empty array here. So we're initializing this, and I'm just going to return truthy array. Right, so that's the array that we'll be returning, hopefully with 7, 8, and 9. So as I said, for this we're going to use a for loop. And rather than doing a traditional sort of for loop with, I equals 0 whilst I is less than array.length I++, I'm going to do a for of loop, because we don't need that index sort of number or iterator. So we can just do let item of array here, and this is now referencing the array that we're passing in because we're using it here. So item is actually each item of the array as it goes through. So just so I can sort of show you that, I'll do console.log item, and it should output all the individual elements of the array. And you can see here we've got our empty string as well being outputted there. So yeah, quite a nice sort of option over the traditional for loop. If I just console that out. So and here we're basically just doing a quick if statement, a check. So we're just checking if well, if the item is equal to true, right? Then we want to truthy array dot push, and yeah, push that item to the truthy array, and then obviously we're returning that. But you can see here, obviously the item that's passing in is the actual item here. So it's 7, 8, empty string, false, and 9, which isn't strict equality to true or even loose equality here, as you can see. So if I add true to this option, it will put true in, so it is pushing true, because true equals true. But what we want to do is actually essentially convert all of these items to boolean. So one way we can do that is using the boolean constructor and just wrapping around the item. Then you can see here that it then does that check and then obviously pushes them to our truthy array. So if I take that out and hit enter, we should see the tests run and that all passes. So that's great. But as I said, there is a sort of much simpler one-line solution for this. So I'll just comment all this out. And all we want to do is return array.filter, and then we'll filter out the truthy booleans. So we just type in boolean here. And this is sort of, I guess, adding all of the, or filtering all of the array items that are true, and then yeah, just returns that. So obviously we are mutating the original array here, rather than sort of pushing them to a new one. But again, this also works as a solution, and I think it's quite a nice one-liner over the 6 odd lines for the one above. So yeah, let me know if you sort of have any questions, or even have a even better method of completing this algorithm than I do. But yeah, I look forward to sort of seeing you in the next one. Thank you.